they bounced back like we knew they would, played extremely well, and we got out of here with a win.
Now you are up 2 games. Talk about preparation in your travel to Orlando.
Well, just just work hard tomorrow. I'm sure we'll watch film, see some of the things that we can correct, and which are many of them. We blew a lot of assignments tonight, and just be ready for Game 3.
Mark. Coby, can you give us a defender's eye view of that lob to Courtney Lee?
Honestly, it was just a brilliant play. I mean, it was, it was just a very, very smart play that he drew up. I mean, he knew, my eye was more on the shooters coming up, and, just a hell of a play by a hell of a coach.
The ball's in the air, what are you thinking?
Shit.
Over here. Coby, you've been through these finals so many times before. Can you talk about the importance of holding the home court here? I know the series is far from over, but at the same time, you did what you wanted to do. Can you talk about the importance of being up 2-0 as opposed to possibly having the series tied going to Orlando?
We just did our job. We defended home court. Last 2 series, we didn't do that. Put ourselves in jeopardy, having to go on the road and win a Game 3. And here we managed to do it. Now it's time to go to Orlando and see if we can't get one.
Coby, you found Powell for that and one layup in overtime. That's a key play. You talked about the way you guys communicate and keep each other involved in each other's game throughout the course of the game.
Well, we're always talking to each other, always. Things that we see, because their whole defense is cocked towards me and Powell. So he and I are in constant dialogue of what we see, adjustments that we can make on the fly, and we've been kind of trying to time that up the right way the whole game, and it just didn't work out for us, and at the right time it did.
And when you speak to him in Spanish, is that more of like a gesture, or is that any time it's a tactical advantage?
You know what? It's just what language comes to me first, to be honest with you. It's just whatever rolls off the tongue.
Jay, back right.
Jay, down to ESPN. Can you describe that play a little bit more in detail, kind of what you saw, how it unfolded from your perspective?
Which one?
The one where you passed to Powell and you got the N1.
Well, we just put Dwight in a situation where he had to make a choice. Simple as that. And, Powell and I timed it perfectly in terms of he being parallel with myself and me being able to have the right angle to get it to him just in case Dwight committed. And he committed, and I got Powell the easy bucket and one.
On the right, in the front.
Coby, Phil said that he didn't believe this game was up to your standards. What do you think about that comment, and if so, why?
Meaning what? By what?
Seeing open players, being able to distribute the ball, if you're doubled.
He said the team wasn't up to our stand. I'm not following.
No. He said he didn't think you played up to your standards.
Oh, no, yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. I didn't read the coverages as well as I did, and we still managed to win the game. So, it's on me to make those adjustments, make those reads, and I'll come back Game 3 ready.
Is that being a little over anxious, or what?
No, it's just, like a quarterback throws an interception every now and then. You know what I mean? It's the same type of situation.
This side.
Coby, can you talk about the difficulty of what Orlando has to do on their home court? I have a 2-parter. Fish and I have been discussing how big this game was and how tough it is for anybody to win 3 straight, whether it's on your home court or not.
No, I don't think they're thinking about that. I think they're thinking about one game. I mean, this is a very loosey-goosey team that we're playing against. I mean, you've seen some of the shots that they hit tonight. I mean, those are tough shots. Supposed to be tough shots. For them, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. So, they're just thinking about Game 3, and so are we.
Okay, and the second part is your game face has been on the entire series. Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Coby, Bryant, Eric Pincus, Hoops World. How are you? I wanted to ask you a question, two questions rather. One on what kind of coverages were you getting tonight, and it seemed just it was a more difficult night for you offensively. What were they doing to force that? And then the second question is, can you talk about some of the adversity this year that Derek Fisher has gone through as far as lately? His shot hadn't been falling. He was having trouble with some of the guys like Aaron Brooks, and what he meant tonight and what he did tonight.
Coverage is a little misleading. I mean, in terms of me turning the ball over, that was just me having to make smarter decisions with the basketball and not having to force the ball in certain situations, and making sure guys stay in right positions, things like that. I mean, those are things that we can adjust to. In terms of scoring the ball, I mean, second half I came out and put a lot of points on the board, so that is what it is. I think the thing that I need to adjust to is the turnovers. And, Derek's a professional. He's going to keep on coming all the time. If he's not shooting the ball well, it's not going to affect him. It's not going to affect the next shot. He's going to continue to shoot the ball and play with great energy and play with great confidence.
Last two questions over here.
Coby, experience is divine on this squad right now, making the plays, executing down the stretch. You've reached into the abyss, with the Warrior glare, but it just seemed tonight Pau Gasol and D-Fish separated themselves, making key plays in money time.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what great teams do. You got to have other guys step up and contribute and make big plays, and, we've been doing that the whole playoffs. And, Lamar just had a great game, particularly in the fourth quarter, and the guys play well.
Last question on the aisle.
Coby, you talk about energy, and think about what you spent the other night to have that kind of win, and then think about tonight and the fight that you had tonight. How hard is it to keep that even, knowing where you want to go and the goals you have? How hard is it for you guys to be on an even plane energy-wise?
We're about to kick it up.
So you have more to get?
Oh, you better believe it. I mean, we're close. You see what I'm saying? This is the finals. We're going to be ready to go.
Is it hard then when you win a game the way you did the other night? Is it hard not to have a drop-off or coming into today?
No, I don't think we had a drop-off at all. Our energy was actually higher than it was the other night. But Orlando, they just executed extremely well. They have a great coach. They made great adjustments, and they busted us. The energy was there. It's just that they made their adjustments. So, we have to make ours, and, we have to be ready to go on Game 3, and we will be. But they will be too, so.